So I want to teach you today exactly how to take what you learned, apply it properly into a framework, and then use it to trade. What's up traders, welcome back to Bangkok. Today I want to give you some insights on how to create your trading strategy, a step-by-step process that I feel most people lack. A lot of people that talk about strategies, they only give you like a basic understanding of how you create one, but they never tell you what to do with what you know. Like a big part of success in trading is going to be taking what you know, putting it into a strategy and then using it to trade live, or testing it first and trading live after. If you cannot do this, then you won't ever apply what you learn, and that's going to be a big issue. So I want to teach you today exactly how to take what you learned, apply it properly into a framework, and then use it to trade. And I strongly recommend that you take out a notebook and try to go through the bullet points I'll give you, do the exercise yourself, and then you can figure out what you need to do and what you have for your strategy. That's going to be pretty powerful. Once again, I want to cut out all the fluff, so let's get right into it. First things first is you want to take out the journal. So if you don't have a way now where you track everything that you work on, all your progress, everything you've done, what you've done that didn't work, what you've done that's worked, if you don't do this, then you have a big issue because you cannot really know how to improve. You cannot really know what's working and what didn't, and that's going to be a big problem later on. So the point is that you want to have a place where you note down exactly what things you've done and the result of them. So how can you improve to kind of know how you've been progressing, and this is going to be exactly kind of your own book for yourself. Like you could buy a trading book out there, but your own book of what you've done, what you've worked on, what you've seen works and doesn't work is much more valuable. So that's why you want to pick a notebook, and we'll go through the next steps of what you have to do after that. Second thing is you want to write down all the trading concepts that you know, everything you heard before. So support resistance areas, price action. I don't want to give you too much ideas, but you write down whatever you know, whatever you've learned in the past, whatever you heard somewhere. Okay, so indicators, could be tools, could be things in the market that you know about, could be whatever you think. Okay, just write all of them down. That might take you like a 5-10 minutes. You could have like a big list or small list, doesn't matter, but you write down everything you know. So you might want to pause this video, do the exercise, and then we can go back to the other step after. Step number 3 is you want to circle on your journals the ones that you're comfortable with. So all the techniques, the tools, the strategies, the topics that you're comfortable with, that you've learned properly, you know how to use them, you could go on a chart and apply them properly. And so you circle them and just do that for all of your lists. Okay, you might have like 5, 10, maybe a little bit more than you know, or you might have fewer if you're just starting out and you have not done much. That's fine, but just we want to know where you're at right now and how we can go forward with that. So you want to circle things, and it's going to allow us to see what you've mastered from what you know about the market. So do this again, maybe pause the video again and do this work, and then we'll go to the other step after that. Step number 4 is you want to square those that you want to learn. So on your sheet you might know something, yes, you might know that support resistance areas work in the market, or you might know them, but then you want to square if you want to learn that topic. So if you don't master it now and you want to learn to master it properly, then square it. Okay, do a little square around it or something of the sort, and that way you know, like, first of all what you know, so all the topics you know about the market, then you know what you master, what you can use now properly, and then next step is you know what you want to learn. So there might be topics that you've heard before, or a topic that maybe intrigue you, right, that you feel like you should learn. You don't have to learn them. No one told you that you have to learn. And there's no one thing in trading that you absolutely have to learn to make it right. It's like you can learn everything, and that's gonna make your strategy work. But you decide what you learn. That's your part. It's like your recipe. Like you don't have to use all the same ingredients to have a good recipe. You can use different ingredients, but still have a good recipe. That's your call. So you decide what you want to learn, and you score them so we can know exactly what to focus on. Okay? And if you don't know which one to pick, and that's fine, pick the one that you think you want to learn the most, or the ones that you have an interest in and that you just want to try to learn more about. And it doesn't matter, it's totally fine. Now step number 5 is you want to put these things into the technical analysis framework. This is something I've been sharing in the past. I've done countless videos on that also in the past, but I'll pop it up here on the screen so you can see what that's about. And just try to like put the things that you've learned and that you mastered into it, and put the things that you want to learn into it as well. So the technical analysis process, the same thing I use, works pretty well. I've been taught this by a mentor a while ago, but it really works. So you want to look for the context first, and that you decide from your tools what you want to use. Then you want to look at some zones in the market, and you decide again from your tools what you want to use. It might be Fibonacci, it might be trend lines, it might be Ichimoku, do whatever you think about. Those are going to be your zones that you want to trade. And then you want to look for your price action, so anything about the price to look at, some setups perhaps. And lastly is the indicator, so add something there. If you don't know anything, it's fine, just make something you want to learn there. And then you have to fulfill your framework. Once you've done that, then you're pretty much good. Okay, you have your framework, your whole step-by-step process. The only thing you're missing now is to learn what you gotta learn and use properly what you are mastering right now. And that's the only thing there is to it. Now, I strongly recommend that you build this framework from things that you master or that you want to learn. Okay, that's gonna make it much easier for you. If you pick things that you just know but you don't really want to learn or you don't master, then it's gonna be against yourself, against your own willingness to learn, and that's just going to be tougher. Put things down that you master and that you want to learn. That's gonna be easier for you to go through. Okay, once you've done that, step number 6, it's kind of optional, but I strongly recommend you go back to your coach, your mentor, your trader friends, to talk with them and see what you did make sense. Maybe it's not going to make sense from the start, and that's kind of fine because you are beginning with this, you want to improve it over time. You always want to be striving to making it better, and that's part of trading success. So no problem with that, but go back to a coach or mentor and show them what you've done, show them what you've accomplished. Now this is much better than going back to a mentor or a coach and asking them, well, what's your strategy? What do you trade? Can I trade the same thing as you trade? What's your system? What's your setup? That doesn't work for you because you've not taken into account what you like, what you would be good at, and what's your passion, what you want to learn about trading. You didn't take that into account if you just try to copy people. But this approach means that you know what you want to learn. You've kind of arranged it for yourself, and that's going to be more powerful because you stay more committed to it and you feel like it's going to be your system instead of someone else's system. So that's much better. Now the last step in all of this, step number 7, is to test your strategy you've built and then make it strong. So by that I mean you want to test it, of course, so test it on a demo account if you want, and then go through the strong framework which I've shared before. Each letter of the word strong stands for something, and if you go through this and if you make things right, if you all meet all the criteria, you'll go from having a strategy that's going to be only average to strong and to really good, and that's what you want to have if you want to trade long term, of course. If you're looking for quick bucks, then you probably wouldn't be watching these videos anyway. If you're looking for a longer term success, then that's for you, and you want to go through that process, test it, make it strong, and then go back to me and maybe comment below if you want to let me know your thoughts and what's your process in that framework. I would love to know. That's it guys, pretty much the whole process overall, 7 steps. If you have any thoughts on this, please comment below, let me know your thoughts. As always, here are a few comments in the past video. I always appreciate you guys for leaving comments down below. And subscribe if it's not done yet. There's one more video like this every single day. And I'll catch back you here in Bangkok, I believe, tomorrow. Ciao.